and I missed it, but Joe got it on film, some of it. And the guys were pretty amazed.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. It is just before 6 o'clock. This week's gonna get hot, like really, really hot. It's 74 degrees and it's just before 6 o'clock. So it's gonna be a warm one. Yanko's enjoying the AC seats this morning and taking a nap. Later start in the day, they had to move a bunch of, they had to move across town, further than across town. So takes a little bit, so they're doing that, wrapping that up this morning. But we are headed out. We're grabbing Joe, since the two of us are running from out this way. Works out pretty slick, so we'll have to ask him on his first day of manure hauling what his thoughts are. It's a different pace than any other trucking, because you could be go 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 and then all of a sudden, hey, we got to stop, they're blowing out, and then go go go. It's plus it's, you're hauling manure. You got the tanker life and the farm life all as one. So appreciate you guys watching along, and hopefully we have a good easy day today trucking, and then we're gonna move bales this afternoon. So baler should be up and running, and we'll see exactly what it is. So well, we'll jump out and grab Joe. This is why starting late, well, later, isn't as much fun. I'd rather us get pumping at 6 in the morning. We got to get up at 4. But school bus sitting here waiting for kids, and we've been here like 3 or 4 minutes already. I don't get it. I get that there's new laws, like you got to drop each kid off at their house. The house has to have somebody there until a certain age or something. I don't even know. Oh, I guess they're leaving. But we're creating a world. Yeah, liability is one thing, blah, blah. We're creating a world of the next generation of children who think everything's catered to them. Like, I used to get yelled at if we missed the bus to school because somebody'd have to drive us. I think everybody of that generation did. So either you get your butt out that door and get to that bus. Like in the winter, you'd stand out there in the freezing cold because you didn't want to miss the bus. I don't know. There's my rant for the morning. I think every time we start late, we talk about the school buses because we get stuck behind them. We are getting ready to rock and roll. Just check over everything. Make sure, yeah, good to go for the day. We are getting the frac tank all filled up. So there's the dribble bar action. We saw it this spring a little bit. Right on grass ground. Tons of grass here. We got cones set up. We got secure traffic safety and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's just gonna be hot. So Gavin's getting everything ready to rock and roll, and we'll get them filled up and have a good one. We got Chip with the cart and the hose humper. parking here, and the point of the trucks to be on the road and frac tank is so that we're not coming in and out, dragging stuff onto the road, manure, stuff like that. Keep trucks good. So, yes, we slow down traffic. It's a right to farm community. But there was a little incident, and I missed it, but Joe got it on film, some of it. And the guys were pretty amazed, but here's the clip right here.
These ladies were not happy, and the one drove through the ditch already. She was sitting here beeping her horn at me, and then she just took off in the field. And the wheels were off the ground going through the ditch.
So that car went around, drove across that hose, it wasn't full yet, across the drag line, and then went down here across this ditch. People are in such a rush that they can't wait 20 seconds for cars to go by. Luckily, that drag line, the supply line, was not under pressure full of manure. Yeah, that would not have worked out so well. So, it's amazing. Right to farm community, remember that, I'm telling you. So, farms were here before suburbia was here. And there's a lot of land here, so as you see on the right, I don't know why that ground's not planted yet. I just realized that. A lot of things going on today. So they're hauling feed in. We're chasing the chopper down as far as ground. We're probably not going to catch it. And over here on the left, they're out spraying corn. So you see on the right side, that was cover crop ground that they planted corn into. Looking pretty good. Left side, that was just worked ground that was planted earlier. They have a longer season up here by far. But Caravel out there with a Vector. Oh, they're wide dropping. They're not spraying, they're putting nitrogen on. So those drop tubes are actually putting nitrogen down by the plant. So liquid nitrogen as far as it. Fertilizer, keep it growing. These people tried to pass me while I was waiting for cars to get off the bridge, and they just went around me on a solid double on a corner. They're gonna get up the hill and realize that we're all sitting up there. Like, they're in a minivan and they're trying to drag race and pass me on a right, and dumb people. I don't get why people are in such a rush to get nowhere in their life. Like, they're right there in front of me now. So this truck pulled onto the bridge and a car pulled on after he was already on, and the car kept going. So going across with a big truck really is less than ideal when you meet another car, but when people are that dumb and pull on anyways, it makes for such a nightmare. But I'll let that car come. Usually somebody drives around you and then cuts in front. People are just lost. But that's kind of what I was thinking. The other truck's going to be sitting halfway across, so I'll let him come up because loaded trucks have the right of way. Especially being on the bridge together with two trucks, really a little sketchy. People always say, oh, they got to replace that bridge. It's not up to me. I don't know. Supposedly it's gonna get replaced at some point, but who knows? So if you're gonna write that comment, I don't know, write the state of New York. Complain. Usually doesn't do much for anybody, but I appreciate it when you guys, you know, rally for us to have more better and better stuff. I don't know if it's the heat that's got all the idiots out. Came up to the four-way there and we don't have to stop. A car literally looked right at me and pulled out in front of me. A truck. Laid the horns on, locked everything up. You literally looked right at me and then pulled out in front. You were stopped. I don't get it. I'm mind-boggling about people. It's middle of the day, so you'd think a lot of the idiots would be off the road by now. They're at work or whatnot. I don't know. Okay, we got the dog water bowl bud. Water on ice. We got ice today. Beef jerky, body armor, Mountain Dew. Need two hands, but it's hot. I appreciate that Yank was hanging out with me. I don't think he has a choice. He could leave me. Here. Don't bite the bee. Cheers. Oh, Steve is about to mess our day up. Crawler's here. We're gonna start pumping sand. Ugh. Well, it's been a minute since we pumped sand, but they're gonna agitate the bottom of the pit or go into the third one or something and move some manure around because we're actually sucking it down pretty good. So Steve is gonna put that crawler in the back pit, get that agitated, pump over to this one. I lost Yanko. He's gone. No, he jumped in the tractor. I opened the door and let him in the tractor so he can hang out in the AC. It's too hot for him. So this is Alan Wade's corn on the right here, and Caravel has moved up here. They got their support truck and trailer, and they are not actually Y dropping, they're just dropping nitrogen. So if it's got a Y, it drops down, goes both sides, gets by the plant. So a little different setup, nothing too different, but it's a busy season for all the crop centers that support farms. So, and it's busy for everything, honestly. So all of this ground here, we are working the other side of these fields right now. That is where the drag line is, but all of this ground got pattern tiled this spring. I remember showing it some, and it looks very consistent. They were chopping out back of it. They did quite a bit of land clearing and cleaning it up, really. So thinning out some of the hedgerows and stuff like that, and getting the drainage all good. Yeah, they were chopping somewhere out there. I believe that's called Larmans. Larmans, yeah. So there's choppers somewhere out there doing things and stuff. So one of the farm dogs was walking around and Yanko was sitting in the tractor barking, and I let him out. How was the AC? You've been in the AC for about an hour and a half. Oh, we gotta go. Nate just got loaded up. He's doing big things with the R model straight truck. I think he's done field spreading. He's been sneaking in and out of places, getting stuck, just doing man stuff, really. So we're gonna get loaded up again and keep moving. Well, we're parking everything up. Another good day. James got to go get his chopper, move stuff around. Nate, you're dragging something. I don't know. I'm gonna get full packed up, pack all my stuff up, and get down the road. We got bales to move. 46 bales we got off that. So our first cutting, we've done 46 plus 85. So what is that? 91, 131. Good math, I know. So James got his mower set up up here. He's got a chopping job for another farm, and they are gonna keep pushing. So I take it they're done chopping grass. Let's see. Done mowing grass out across the river. They're gonna zing off all this. It's a little dry up here, but you gotta remember, this is much sandier soil. They go a lot sooner, but they do need some rain. Probably, ideally they want it after we get done with grass and put manure on. I don't know, the weather's changed around. Thursday at home kind of looks like rain. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like there's a chance every day, but that doesn't mean nothing. This is yours, bud. Ice cream? Yeah. I'm serious, that's yours. Yeah. He doesn't know what to do with it. Yep. You've never had one in a cup holder, I know. Oh, good boy. Alrighty, we're wrapping up here. I'm gonna stop and grab tacos quick. It's been a while, and go home and pick our bales up. Probably get a few other things done. We'll see. Good day. Good 9 hours of running. Huge shout out to Jenna France, Aaron's wife, who owns a chopper. So that way you guys know. Yeah, cleaning up, making this place look good. I'm very worried about that. We got to get going, bud. We got bales to pick up. Okay, so we got a couple bales to pick up. All of these bales are gonna go into the shop because I just don't know where to put them yet. Yeah, I'm worried it's gonna rain too. Plus we got more on the other road. Or not, but these bales were not baled by the same baler, but they were baled by the same person. So there is 2 balers running around the countryside under the AA name. So big things are happening right now, and if it's not a super secret, then you guys heard about it. But if it's a top secret thing, maybe I'll beep out a bunch of stuff and you guys won't know what I was just talking about. So this storm cell that just popped up, this little pocket, I think it's gonna stay to the east of us, but it's hammering over there. I just got probably 5 miles away. I got a video of it absolutely downpouring. So how many bales we got in here so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 13's right there. How many did Aaron say? 46? Because we did 85 last time. 46 plus the first one. So the first one's still out in the backfield there. It's not tight. so it baled it, but it's not a tight bale. So calves are on the move. How many did I just say? I don't even remember. 46, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So 33 are over there. This stuff is pretty prime. Like I might have messed this bale up a little bit, broken string or whatnot, but like pretty freaking prime. Yeah, not tight packed together. So they are all pretty much all for sale. I don't need this much hay, and we're gonna be able to make more hay, and we got silos full. We better keep going. So I'm gonna pull the truck off, put it on the landall. It has to go on there anyways for probably another thing, and not the end of the world. Drop the tank down, pull out, hook that on, go over, move the bales together, and then get a ride back over. Okay, this trailer has been nothing but awesome to me. I'm very glad that it is in our arsenal. So we'll go move some bales around. I'm gonna make a phone call. Should be able to get a ride. I almost forgot that the mower's up here. We'll pull right in here. I'm gonna keep this front field. Let me turn right, let's see. I'm gonna keep this front field separate. I don't want to sell it as feed quality hay. It's more bedding. It's getting better as we work, as we mow it more. But we have quite a few bales out here that is going to be feed quality. So I'll get them all bunched up. John's coming to grab me. I told him like 20 minutes, so we'll probably see him sooner than later because it did take takes a few minutes to get over here, nothing crazy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales off this front, and this is seated to my right, and it's looking good. It could use some rain, but it doesn't need rain. We don't need rain until we put these bales away. And some people got their hay rained on just now. So John gave me a ride back up, and all of a sudden I looked up. We didn't mow this whole hillside up here just because of the size of the triples, but there's a spare bale out there. So I was like, oops, we missed one. So we'll go up there, get loaded up. John said, when you get back, I'll give you a ride back up. So I appreciate him as a neighbor, and I think he enjoys me. So, well, ankle, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Get the truck loaded up. I was gonna bring it in here, but I think that corner is a little aggressive on the 3-axle trailer. Wheel bearings and stuff like that. But you don't actually have to ride around with me if it's hot. You can, okay, never mind. It's not as hot as before, but tomorrow's gonna be really, really hot, so you might sit in the pump tractor for a while. We made it, and somebody asked, like where the Kenworth's parked compared to where I am. It's under 2 miles. Most of my ground is somewhat close. Some of it's a little further away, but distance around here, nothing's more than, well, even Aaron's house, I think it's less than 5 miles from me. So, alrighty, I'm gonna turn the lights on in the shop. I'm gonna get a ride. I'd like to unload the good bales. So the bottom, the really good bales. The bottom, well, these 16 on this side are all really, really good. Everything on the upper deck could be bedding. That's a good bale, and that's a good one down over the hill. And I'd like to get them inside. That way, if it does rain tomorrow, it's not the end of the world. God, that's a bad stack job. But yeah, if bedding bales get rained on a little bit, it is what it is. Why they're bedding is because the quality of the crop that was there is not up to par as far as me telling somebody that it is feed quality bale. So you could feed them, but you don't want to say, yes, it's a feed quality bale, and then be feeding them junk. So that's why I want to keep them separate. Got John dropping me back off. Watch out for the spears, bud. And then we're gonna get this back, just unload those bales and call it good. I don't know where John's going. He's going backwards. Hold on, Yanko, because that door's gonna shut. Come on, bud. Come on. We gotta wrap up these lights at some point. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember. Oh, I hope when I'm 90 years old, I am half as functioning as John, because he's 89. He's not 90 yet. But I always thought he was in his 90s up until last week we talked. And well, when we were driving, I asked him. And I hope I'm half as functioning as him when I'm 90. I think the key is keep moving no matter what. And he's milked cows, he drove milk truck, he's been all over the place. He came up from Connecticut. At some point I might get him to sit down and give us a whole conversation of his past, because it's cool. There's a lot of people up in this area that are from Connecticut that moved up over the years, and he moved up in 70 something, early 70s. So, well, he moved to eastern New York, right on the border, and then he ended up here after a little bit. So, alrighty, we still got to get the mower home back to Dan's at some point, but we'll get this back and we'll unload and we'll call it a night. Bale. So we got to do a little bit of rotary mowing, but nothing too crazy. Clean up some edges. Well, we'll get these good bales put away and we're going to go to bed. Probably actually edit video, but still, it's a thought that counts, right? You want out, Yanko? He's tired of the heat. He's gonna go lay down. The good thing on the headset, I can listen to music while you guys watch. Usually you can't listen to any music, but then I feel like I'm yelling at the same time. Ooh. What are we doing? That did not like the... Oh. This barn's really not set up for hay storage. Someday we'll get a good barn for some of this stuff. When it does hopefully rain the end of the week, these bales will be met. But this is not a long-term storage. Issue with really processed bales is if you grab them at the top, they break, which I just had a bale break on me. So we'll get it fed out. I'm going to set this bale out of the way. But I picked it up and I'm sitting here, I'm busy, distracted, talking on the phone and whatnot. I watched it and I tried to put it back on the trailer and I should have just went down and that was a mistake. So we got a full broken bale in the driveway. Extremely processed bales, and well, they break up a lot easier, and I wanted them processed. But you got to grab them at the bottom, and I wasn't paying attention. A little disappointed in myself as far as breaking this bale up. Amateur hour. Yeah. Well, we'll get it picked up, grapple it, and probably give it to the boys. They might pick around with it, but the rest of it, like I said, is more bedding quality bales. Probably feed pretty well to animals that are hungry. But we are not in the situation right now that we gotta say, hey, we're gonna feed everything. So back barn's full of hay. Yeah, and this barn, our shop, is pretty full of hay too. Not perfectly put together. We are on uneven ground and things like that, and we got tires in the back here. So we got quite a bit of hay to move. And I'm gonna go to bed. Actually, we're gonna go edit video quick. Hopefully we can get something done for you guys for tomorrow. Otherwise, there's no video tomorrow. So, which I'm about a week behind on videos. So it is what it is, but it takes a lot of work. A lot more work than I ever thought I'd put into making YouTube videos, and I love it because you guys are awesome. And like this morning, I had somebody send me a picture. If you see me in public, don't be afraid to say hello. That is a nice friggin' bale. Like that is a nice bale. Look at if you see me in public, don't be afraid to say hello. I've had 20 random people this week. What is today? Tuesday. Since the weekend. 20 random people come up and talk to me. It makes for a really small world. And I think it's awesome in the ag industry that we have this. That we have YouTubers and that we have a lot of people that are in a small knit community that, yeah, are just friendly and out there openly. So at the end of the day, if you see me in public, like this morning, I had somebody send me a picture of their brother, so you know who it is, you know who you are. Send a picture of me at Stewart's getting breakfast. Introduce yourself. I love that stuff. So, all right, I'm about ready to pass out though. It's been hot today, so a couple more bales. We're good to go. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.